there, good afternoon.
Hi, how's it going, Jesse?
Great, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Did you know that you are our very first 50 questions?
I'm absolutely honored, thank you.
What a great place to have our first interview. Jesse, some people might think we're just grabbing a cup of coffee, but can you tell us what you do for work and what we're doing here?
Sure, I serve sweet treats and fresh roasted coffee, put smiles on faces.
That sounds like the life. How did you get started?
Well, Theo McCracken convinced me to purchase a peanut roaster that we strapped to my roof a few years back and drove it all the way out to Cody, Wyoming to try it for myself.
Whoa, that's quite the story. Cody, Wyoming is far from Marquette, Michigan. Are you born and raised in Michigan or in Wyoming?
I was born and raised in Negaunee, Michigan. I spent about 20 years out west and just came back about 3 years now.
And what do you love about Marquette?
Oh, the ease of recreation.
And tell me, what's your favorite way to live it up in the UP?
Pack as many activities in a day as possible.
I feel like that's a very Youper answer.
Right.
We're always staying active up here. Something that is very Youper is our pasties. What's your favorite pasty place?
I would say Irontown Pasty in Negaunee.
A classic. Another thing to do is play lots of card games. What is your favorite card game?
I'd say cribbage.
Nice. And what's your favorite season in the UP?
Winter.
Do you do any winter sports?
Just about all of them.
The next question can be quite controversial in the Midwest, but do you say pop or do you say soda?
Well, I'd have to say I usually call it a Coke. I've been ridiculed out west for calling it a pop and, soda here, so.
Wow, fair enough, fair enough. What's a go-to restaurant?
Ooh, Stuckos.
Yum, I love Stuckos. Even though this has been quite a mild winter, can you tell us 3 tips for surviving the winter in the UP?
Sure, play hard, eat hearty, and a solid emergency kit in your vehicle.
I gotta write that down. What do you think that people misunderstand about the UP?
I'd say the size of that lake out there.
Yeah, and what is something that you wish you did more of?
Spending time in area coffee shops, I'd say.
What's your favorite place to shop in Marquette?
Ooh, Downwind Sports?
Okay.
Yeah.
That place could take all of my husband's money.
Right?
Before we switch gears back to Provisions, can you tell me what your favorite event to take part in during the year?
4th of July.
I love the events that the community puts on for Independence Day. What are you most excited about in your community now?
I'd say the synergy amongst our businesses here in town.
So what inspired you to start a coffee and gelato shop?
Yeah, I try to take a little bit of all the different cafes that we've opened in the past. I believe this is our 7th cafe, and kind of put all the fun stuff right here.
What's your favorite gelato that you make here?
Well, actually, we don't make any of the gelato here in-house. It's made by Sarah's Artisanal Gelato in Green Bay, but I would have to say the Amarena Cherry is definitely my favorite.
Great, I'll take one.
Yeah, you got it. Hi, Brett.
Hi, Jesse. How are you?
Fantastic, thank you.
Good. What is your all-time favorite coffee roast?
Ooh, I'd have to say our fair trade organic Colombian. It's nice and smooth, a lot of kick to it. It's fantastic.
Perfect. I'll take one.
Yeah, you got it.
Thanks.
You're very welcome.
Hey, what's your favorite drink on the menu?
I'd have to say a double espresso or a drip coffee, but I usually do a little bit of both.
Okay, I'll take a drip.
Yeah, you got it.
That'll wake you up. Since that is something you love, can you tell me something that you think should be outlawed in the coffee community?
Bad attitudes. I say we're here to make people happy and have a good time, so there's no sense to have a grumpy attitude.
That's smart. And what is your biggest vice?
Biggest vice would have to be impatient people, maybe?
And how do you deal with criticism as a business owner?
Ooh, I don't. I don't very well at all. I try to let it roll off my shoulders, but then I also try to think about what's said and how maybe you can get better from that.
Hey, that's a good way to do it. What's a business owner tip that you would give?
I would say don't give out your cell phone number.
I like that one. Can you tell me what a typical day at work looks like for you?
Sure. I would say roast the coffee, grind the coffee, brew the coffee, and sell the coffee.
And what are you most proud of that your business has achieved?
Loyal customers. It's so fantastic to see regular customers coming in day after day and really enjoying themselves here.
Are there any issues you want to dive deeper on in your company?
Standard operating procedures, I would say not just practicing them, but also documenting them.
Okay, here's a fun one. What was your dream job as a kid and would you do it now?
Firefighter? And absolutely.
What kid doesn't want to be a firefighter?
Right?
Can you show me the last photo you took on your phone?
Ooh. Let's see how this goes. Well, it looks like It is the total number of espressos that that machine has poured.
Wow, that's a lot of espresso.
Right? Very proud of that.
What would you tell your younger self?
Be patient. I think everything comes in due time.
And that's some good advice. What were you doing right before I got here?
Absolutely. Dishes.
Ooh, everybody's got to do them.
Everybody has to do the dishes.
And what are 3 words that you would describe yourself?
I'd say fun, loyal, and a little crazy.
Okay, love it. Aren't we all a little crazy?
Absolutely.
What makes you most happy?
Making others happy.
That's awesome. What's something new that you've done recently?
Yoga.
Yoga, interesting. Maybe I should try that out. Let's move over to some questions about Embers.
Sure.
Okay, how did you hear about Embers?
I heard from a friend.
Oh, great. And why do you like Embers?
Well, I tell you, why wouldn't you, first of all? Second of all, I think their customer service is outstanding. Knowing my tellers by name, it's all fantastic.
And why did you choose Embers?
I think that, first of all, the rates were the most competitive, and they also really wanted to make sure that our business did succeed. They wanted to know more about the nuts and bolts of what I was doing and why I was doing it, and I thought it all made sense.
Yeah, that's awesome. Why would you recommend Embers?
I would say that they truly care about their customers, and they really do want to see them succeed in any way they can.
That's awesome. We love to hear it. What is your favorite Embers perk?
I would say knowing again the tellers' names. Also, when I'm on their drink orders, like Jake, for instance, who loves a cold brew with a splash of oat milk.
Yum, that's super special. What is something that you're saving for?
Well, I'd say more vacations, maybe another bike.
You can never have enough bikes.
Right.
What's something you wish you knew more about in the finance world?
I'd say the ability to allow my money to work for me.
Okay, switching gears, tell me what is the all-time greatest purchase you've ever made?
I guess it must have been that peanut roaster with Theo.
I think so too. Is there anything you love spending money now on because you couldn't afford it in the past?
I'd say dinners as well. I love to go to dinner with the family and enjoy yourselves.
Yeah. Tell me about one of the first major purchases you made with your own money.
I would have to say, I guess, our first home. I remember walking around thinking, boy, this is all ours.
That's super special. What's a favorite family tradition that doesn't cost much money?
Ooh, camping? Absolutely.
I love camping.
Yeah,
All right, Jesse, we're on our last question. Can you believe that we're almost done?
we did it.
We did it. What's something you always allow yourself to splurge on?
I guess it's back to dinners. Like I said, we love to go out to dinner as a family. If I can get a peek into the kitchen and watch all the action, it sure makes my night.
Well, Jesse, we did it. This was our first 50 questions and you rocked it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for letting us spend time with you today.
Yeah.
And we're going to let you get on to your day.
Great. Well, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Bye, Jesse.
Yeah.